Hi everyone. So on today's episode, we will be reviewing an award-winning graphic novel, Persepolis, and an Indian Netflix series which is very hot these days, Mismatched.
Mismatched.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another very interesting episode of Talk to Us Today. I'm Namita.
And I'm Simrit. Today on Talk to Us Today, we are having our review therapy segment. And as most of you know, I love reviewing my books. But unfortunately, these days, I'm not reading as much as I would like to. And I was reading online, and that's a big problem.
Why? Why you're not even?
No, I was reading an article online, and it says that these days the readers haven't gone down. The number of hours that they used to read has gone down. And that's true for me too. So like if I could finish, like if I could do 20 hours, I don't know how much, 20 hours a month earlier, now I'm only doing 10 hours. And it's because of all this television and phone. I think phone more than television. And it's just
phone is, yeah, ask me. It's like 20 hours in 6 months these days.
oh no.
That's what I'm reading.
That's terrible,
But
right? How sad is this?
yeah.
Anyways, we're getting quite distracted because today is our review therapy session. And Namit and I are both reviewing Persepolis, a graphic novel or comic, which is a biographical diary of the author Marjane Satrapi.
How do you pronounce it? It's Marjane, and I was like Marjane Satrapi.
Yeah, Marjane Satrapi. And
like,
the Indian Netflix series Mismatched, starring Prajakta Kohli, who is this YouTube sensation who's getting really hot these days. So we both have watched the series and we both have read the books. So guys, get ready.
Okay, so and this time we both have read the book, and I think this will be very interesting because it's like, simply it looks like, we're talking on our book club. That's what
I know it sounds like a book club, right? Yeah,
book club, right? And we both have watched Mismatch, so yes, so it'll be fun. Let's see what
and we haven't discussed it yet. So
exactly,
fun. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the book.
Right.
I think I'm really curious.
So for everyone out there, this book was 2 copies actually, were lying on my shelf forever. And I was like, you know what? I'm not the graphic novel type, and I don't want to really read this. And then I was like, okay, let me just get an easy read. It's a comic.
Same here. Same
and
here.
Then I loved it so much. I sent it to Namita, and she opens it and she goes, "What is this? This is a comic."
I was like, and I opened it. I'm like, oh my god! I think it's a mistake. This is not the book. This is not the book they're supposed to send me. Maybe it's by mistake. KB gave me his book. It's like a comic book. I've never enjoyed books.
I never did too. And then I started reading it, okay? And it's highly recommended. I mean, there's no question. Everybody has been recommending it for me. And then I started reading it. And I'm like, okay, let me get into this. But immediately, you learn so much about the Iran. So this is it's a biographical diary of the author when she was 10 years old. And it's set in the Islamic Revolution of Iran. So it's 1980, and she starts when she's 10. And this is just the first part of the book because I think there are 4 parts, but I just know
was she 10 or 15? I'm not sure.
She was 10. By the end of the story, she's 15.
By the end of the story,
right. So she starts really young, and the Islamic Revolution starts, and she's from a well-to-do family, right? Like she's the middle.
Very liberal. Yeah, very liberal parents and very. I would say well-educated,
educated and really stress upon education. And they only have this one daughter. And then it's about what happened in Tirhan and from a 10-year-old's eyes. So it was really interesting how much, we all know about it broadly, what happened in Tirhan, but then just the uprising, the overthrowing of the Shah, and then, all the, like, who took over.
Simrit, I have always loved reading books based, on in this Islamic countries. I mean, I love Khalid Hosseini books.
Yeah.
But such books have always gave me those goosebumps, in the end, and made me think so much about the women. I mean, and now in this book, especially the perspective from a child's point of view. So it's
Sure.
really very heart touching. And I mean, I don't know, nobody's ever thought upon like how a child would be feeling, when going through
Yeah, I mean,
such
I think
things.
like even when we say we know what the kids are going through, we have no idea. I mean,
No, we
yeah,
have no
so like
idea.
in a revolution, what the children were feeling, I don't think anybody knows about that, and or really,
I don't
they're
think
so
so. Yeah.
self-consumed at that point because of all that's happening, and there's so much violence. And then the Iraq-Iran war started in this book, and so it was just one after another. And but the book is really, it's short, obviously, because it is in graphic novel. And I was the opposite. I didn't really, I'm not made for graphic novels, I think, because I wasn't looking at the pictures. I don't know how you were. What did you think?
No, I mean, I was thinking, and when I was reading, the way everything has been portrayed, especially, by this small child, if you look at from that angle, and if the pictures was telling everything.
Yeah.
There were one liner, but then there was a picture. It's like, okay, you can guess. And this, the interesting part is, Simrit, along with the sad part, the sad stories, or painful stories. A sense of humor was also there.
Yeah, the sense
While
of humor,
the
but
way,
also the coming of age, right? Like the
yes,
boys, the
yeah,
crushes, the what does she want to try, bunking
yeah,
school, like all that coming of age stuff was happening as well.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
we're
and
in the
how
middle of a revolution.
smuggling those things which kids not, should not
Yeah,
have it, and then that all typical of, I think, every childhood. I mean childhood in every country is more, it's same, right? They grow
yeah,
up with the same thoughts and phases. So
right.
yeah, there's nothing different when it comes to growing,
Yeah.
of a
But
child,
except that it's like
and
being a
challenges.
teenager is hard anyways. But then put on it like national like insecurities, revolutions. Um, Anybody could be arrested and like taken
Yeah,
to
those
jail at any
dark,
time,
yeah,
and
those.
her relatives, and then how blunt she is, like, oh, he's probably dead or whatever, and that's just becomes a way of life. So I mean, I was thinking of Afghanistan and how much they've been through, and then Iran reading this Persepolis, which, by the way, Persepolis was the name of Persian capital back, like that was the name of Tehran earlier, and it really gave me a little, like, it was my first brush with graphic novel. I don't read them. I
Oh, mine too.
like this. Yeah.
Me too. And the one thing which I really felt, I mean, it really make my heart melt is like, that wearing of veil when they were so open-minded,
Open.
and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden putting this whole, Islamic, I would say, religious sentiments, and with being
Fanaticism or
forced,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
forced onto these small girls, and like, oh my God. I mean, though I would call the writer protagonist, of course, but still, but when you look at from the, telling from the angle of the story, I would say, those tragic moments when with sharing, and then talking to God, somebody to really, talk to, which she cannot
Right.
even talk to her parents.
That was, you brought up a really good point. I forgot about that. She has conversations with God, right?
With
And that
God,
she's
right?
like,
And
she
getting
doubts,
angry with
she
God.
doubts God, and then she's like,
Yes.
angry, and that's so real. It was so raw and real, comic, real, very raw. Like, I mean, you could feel her pain, and you really sit there and wonder what's going on with kids around the world who are not just grief stricken, but like dealing with situations like this. It was very well done. And
Yeah.
then, of course, I don't know if we want to give away the end, but the end is kind of,
Give the spoilers.
so sad as well.
Okay, one
Yeah,
interesting
let's
thing
not.
is,
Okay, no
Simran,
spoilers.
no,
No,
no, no,
no
this is
end
not a
spoilers.
spoiler. This is a very interesting thing. There's a movie also on this. I didn't know about it. It's just that
And
now when I
right.
read the book, I got to know there's a movie, and I would really want to watch that movie. I just had a glimpse of those snippets on the YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, it just exactly the
And it's
same.
animated. It's
Yeah,
animated.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's animated. It's amazing.
And this book won many as well. So
Oh
like people
yes,
have recognized. I mean, it's been like she said, like it's been adapted into a film by Sony. And
yeah.
so
Even that
I
film
didn't
won many
realize
awards.
because I had read the other book, and this one has part two in it. So I'm going to read the Return, the story of
I
childhood
oh
and the story of Return. So this one
oh
has
I
both
I
in it.
I didn't read the part two. I just read.
Yeah.
You sent me just part
I
one,
just sent you
and
part
I
one.
and
I'll be sending you this once I finish. And it's a short
yeah,
read.
please.
So from my side, like if you like to read about other cultures and it's a really short. I would definitely recommend reading this. I would give it a
Me
four
too.
and a half
Five
stars.
stars from my side.
5 stars, 4.5. Yeah. I mean, just
I
the
would.
graphic novel. If it was a book, it wouldn't maybe it would become lost in all the academics of it. I think this was so raw and real. Yeah,
Yes.
hats off to her. She did a brilliant job in adapting this, like into her. I think it was really well done, and it was very
Yeah.
sad. So keep that in
So
mind when
yes.
you
So
read it. Yeah,
so wow. So we both love Persepolis.
both loved it.
Okay.
Good.
I
Yay!
know this tells about our taste somehow and why we are together.
I know, I know.
Yeah. I
And then,
love.
so let's go on to Mismatched.
Oh, mismatch is totally a mismatch.
Oh, really? I love it.
Oh my God, Simran. I mean, I don't know. I sometimes feel this name is suiting this series so well, especially the second season. I love the first season, but the
Okay.
second season is just messed up. I mean, I did not like so many things. I did not like in the second
Okay.
one
Let's go.
because see, the trailer felt really promising. I
Okay.
mean, Prajakta Kohli has really done well. She's a very good actor, and
She's great.
she has a very good,
Okay,
yeah,
can I
she's
just
a very
interrupt you? Sorry, I have to say this. The best thing about this series is how such an, and no offense, Projecta, if you're listening, like mostly saying I love you, but such a plain Jane being shown as the object of desire for these two different men. I love it. I mean, when I was growing up in Canada, everybody would complain about Bollywood movies that only beautiful people fall in love and like ladke piche padte only old girl. And Projecta Koli is just a girl next door, geeky, like in your face, leave me alone. And she has these two guys, and there are other gorgeous women around, but yeah, they both like her for who she is. So I love that part. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you see
See,
what
that way, I didn't look at it that way. Wow, that's a very good
I
angle that you've taken
understand? So
up.
I
So,
love.
okay, I see, that's how the different perspectives are. Simran, see, I'm being a tech person. I'm like, ऐसे थोड़ी ना coding हो जाती है, ऐसे थोड़ी ना app बन जाती है. It's bloody joke. To be
That
frank,
is different. You're getting into the
see,
technical app part. Let's not talk
see,
about.
I would I would go on to that. Like, ये क्या हो रहा है? मतलब कुछ भी हो रहा है. Okay, then I also felt that it could have been made better somehow. This it was not predictable.
It
To be
was
frank, I felt
predictable, fully
it was very
predictable.
predictable.
Okay, my
It was.
favorite. Who's your favorite actor on this show?
I did like that. I did. I mean, I love Prajakta Kohli,
Obviously,
and I did like this American chick guy,
American
which
guy, Rishi. Yeah.
Rishi.
No, not Rishi.
He,
Harsh. Harsh.
Harsh. I don't know. Yeah,
Harsh.
I
Harsh is
forgot.
the
They're
American
all
guy.
like similar names, Harsh, Rishi, or what was that other girl, Namrata? Yes, oh yes. I did like that LGBT angle that they have brought up. That was very bold. That was very bold. I really liked that one. So that is the best part I felt in this series, in the second
Though I
season,
found, I
especially.
mean, my husband loved Namrata and the way she portrayed it. I couldn't get into her character. I mean, other than the LGBT angle, which I thought was really phenomenal, and like we're getting out there and discussing. But my favorite actor, I think he did such a great job, was Anmol in the wheelchair. I mean,
Oh, yes.
feel his anger, and when he swears, and you're like, he's so mad at you. He's so mad at himself. You feel it. and it gave me goose. That was a part that actually was so real that it gave me goosebumps.
But I would say few elements were actually good. Where
Yeah,
they have brought this,
I
when
brought
you're
her
challenged, you
around.
should go.
She's
Yeah.
admitting.
So you should no. These are the good things. Okay, good that you pointed this out. Yes, because today's youth doesn't want to go to a counselor, no matter what.
No
So
one
they have
does.
really,
In India, hello,
huh,
elder people, nobody ever wanted. They're still more open now. Earlier, they were not.
yes. So yes, that is rightly pointed out. But Simrat, I feel, do you think the youth has been portrayed well? Do they actually do this? Which would happen, like you have a breakup at one,
What's our favorite word
at one,
when we
and
watch
the
these
second.
shows? What's our favorite word? Escapism.
Yeah, you're having a breakup with one and one and then the other second you're hooking up with somebody else. It's like,
But you know what?
like why?
Okay, so I have to remind you, I don't know if you've watched this movie, and this is so sidetracked and so off scripted. This is good. Did you ever watch Manmarziyan with Tapsi Pannu, Abhishek Bachchan, and Vicky
No, I have
Kaushal?
not. I've not done this.
Okay, so watch that.
Seen it.
And that's what the
Okay.
youth today is. I mean, I not majority.
Is
I
it?
don't know if it's majority or just some part, but we've become very frivolous, very short term. We snap decisions, we fling in and out of
Yeah.
relationships
I
much more. So I don't know. I think the youth is becoming like that a little bit. Things have changed. Life is too young. Oh, I don't want to deal with this. That's what I hear people say that all the time. Earlier it was like, एक ही जिंदगी है, एक ही बंदे के साथ है. Now it's like, life is too short. Let's just do this. Let's have a good time. Life is to have fun. So we have to strike a balance in that, I know. But we're talking
yeah.
about a series, and it was just good fun escapism.
Yeah.
My
It's
mother-in-law was watching some intense murder drama, and she's like, "This is too
I
much
like
for me." And then I said, they call Mismatched. And she binge watched the whole thing. She loved it. She's like, oh, kitna acha tha, mast tha.
I mean, I do love watching these young teenagers movie. I mean, it just, you love to live that moment.
Yeah,
Maybe the times have changed and sometimes I feel, I mean, I would have,
I want to go for
been
the
at this
course.
point of time, yeah, and relive everything again, my college life. If I could live like this the way they are living right now.
Correct.
Yeah, that's all, we always, I mean, I do feel a lot about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, somehow, I mean, a lot of good points that you mentioned, and I agree to that. But yes, for me, I still feel not more than 2 stars, 2.5, 50%.
Okay. I
I
have to
would
make a
not.
special
Yes,
mention.
for
I
the
really
season
like
one.
Run J in this
Okay,
as well. I really
for
like
the
Run
season one, I would give 4 stars, 3.5, 4 stars.
Okay.
But for season two, yeah, that is what it is
Oh,
like for me.
wow. So that's really bringing it down. For me, the overall show is about a 3. It's not a 5. It's maybe a 3.5. I'm going a little low. It's about a 3.5. For escapism, it's like a 5 because just watch it, just enjoy
Yeah.
it. If you want to live, like a lot of people don't like watching the white people, or like American comedies or British these shows, because they don't seem real. So yeah, this is an adaptation of that into Indian scenarios. Of course, universities aren't like that. Of course, there's
It's
aren't
gonna
that.
take some time. It's gonna
Yeah,
take some time.
but it's nice. It's better than it's not completely out there like former shots or anything. This is
I
still.
I feel as a mother, we have to get used to all this.
I'm not even going there. I enjoyed watching, and I love Run Vijay's angle with Zenith as well. I thought that was really cool. I think Run Vijay did a great job
Yeah,
of it.
I mean, I think what is her Vidya? What is her name?
I don't know her real name. I don't
Vidya
know.
Malwade. Yeah, yeah. I mean, she acted well in this.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Ranvijay did a good job, like as a actor.
yeah.
And they all,
Ranveer is a good
like
actor.
there's a lot of great elements in this older marriage, like finding love for the second time. In the second part where Rishi's mom is getting married, but I found him to be the most pathetic character. I have to be honest. Like Rondu ira throughout the season.
I know.
He was such a bechara throughout and she ended up with him when I would have liked her to be with Harsh. But the book, it's based on a book by
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is it?
it's based on a 2017 book named When Dimple Met Rishi. So obviously it's based on that. So
Oh, I see.
let me
Who
see.
wrote that book?
That's a good question. Let me see. Yes, Sandhya Menon. Sandhya Menon.
Sandhya Menon. Okay.
Yeah, Sandhya Menon.
Okay. Well,
Yes. So
I
there you go. Persepolis. Pick up the book now. Go read it. And Mismatched, watch
yes,
it if you
pick up
want.
now.
Don't watch it if you don't want. We have nothing. It's an average series. I liked it. I liked it. But yeah,
If you want something lighter and you don't want to put your brains into it and you just don't want just
you
you
know
want to
the
have
other
some
thing is
fun.
the Indian shows that are coming on our OTT platforms are very intense. And I think sometimes you want to watch Indian shows which are not so intense. So it's
Yeah.
quite nice. I liked it for that reason. Um,
Okay.
don't
Yep.
get into realism with it. But yeah, Persepolis wins all thumbs up. And
Yes.
Mismatched is so. So there you go.
All right. So that's all on Talktis today, but we look forward to hearing from you all. And please tell us what you thought about our review therapy segment and email us for your comments at hello@talktoustoday.com, or you can also use the comment section
And
below.
we love getting your
And
comments. We look forward to them.
yes,
So please do send
yeah,
us
I love.
messages.
Sabrit, we should discuss a couple of emails that we get in one of our
No,
episodes.
in
That
fact,
would
it's
be
great.
more
We
fun.
are getting some emails with the topics you guys want discussed. So we will be looking into that as well. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So,
And oh, one most important thing, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 6 p.m.
also, we have news. We are also available as a podcast on Spotify. The details are
Yes. And
below. So if you guys are not into the YouTube channel, go hear us on Spotify.
yeah, you don't have to. So, see, it's very clear. If you don't want to get tortured by our looks, just listen to us.
Oh, I don't think anybody's getting tortured.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us on Talk to Us today. Remember to talk to us today.
Yeah. That's our
And don't forget
tagline,
to tell
no?
your friends where
Always,
to find
you
us.
know,
Sorry.
keep smiling,
Keep shining, keep laughing, and
keep talking.
keep reading, guys. Come on, let's pump up those reading
Oh,
hours.
yes, reading, watching.
Thank you for
Tagliners.
joining us. See you guys
Thanks
next
for joining.
Friday. Bye.